All right, we're back. We have no picture, but we're back.
And no backdrop.
Oh,
That's
no,
all right.
That's all right. No peaches.
Face for radio.
Yeah.
We're probably in the oven and a cobbler by now.
Well, we're back here on Pocket Beach Radio with Taylor and Mike, and we've got our guest, Roger Perkins from the Chilton County Commission. Roger, we were talking about the bass tournament. Mm-hmm. What was it?
The NPFL.
NPFL, okay.
Yeah, NPFL.
And what an economic impact that was. And I asked you about fans. Did they have fans? And you mentioned the weigh-ins and stuff. But I bet there are people that follow them around.
Oh, yeah.
Out there. I mean, there's got to be fishermen out there trying to get some tip. Somebody wants to break in somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they do.
Groupies.
Kind of like groupies. But I mean, that goes on a lot now.
That's good. That's even better.
Now with the live stream feeds and stuff like that, though, I think a lot of the on-the-water following around has come down over the years due to the live stream and some of the trackers they have on the boat, so everybody knows kind of where they are anyway. So, and that's kind of why you would be out there following around to watch.
Right.
But, I mean, a lot of these guys are childhood heroes of a lot of the fans. Like I grew up fishing and had, my heroes along the way, and everybody wanted to fish in the Bassmasters Classic or on a
Who were your heroes?
Well, I guess they've changed over the years.
Favorite ones.
Bill Dance. I grew up with Bill Dance. Everybody knows him. People, Bill Dance is like the Coca-Cola of fishing because everybody knows him even if you don't fish. But Larry Nixon.
That's right.
Larry Nixon has always been a favorite
name.
of mine.
I do remember that name. I used to watch a guy's TV show named Virgil Ward. He's an older man, and he fished all over the country.
Yeah. Well, they had a Saturday morning. You had
Few.
Jimmy Houston, Orlando Wilson, Water
That's
Blaze
right.
Hat.
That's right. I forgot about those guys.
We're getting old school. Nobody listening to that's going to know what that was. But
Well, they'll be googling it,
But some of the newer guys, that you followed, Van Dam's retired
YouTube.
now and all that. But we were talking about a high school team that ran the fish,
Right.
and that's a big responsibility. The penalty. I mean, when you're fishing for $100,000 to the winner and you're penalized, ounces or pounds per dead fish, it's important to keep those fish alive, and they make chemicals that will help those fish to stay alive. They've over the years, you've had a bunch of different chemicals that you put in your live well, and it helps calm the fish down, regenerate the slime coat on the fish. It's antibacterial, so it kind of medicates them, whatever. And actually, while I'm thinking about it, one of the better companies that's out there is Fish Life, and it's actually in Chilton County. It's manufactured here.
Really?
Yeah. Randall Carter is the owner of that.
How about that?
And it is a highly it's a really good product.
What was the name of the product?
Fish Life.
Fish Life.
Yeah, and it's manufactured here in Chilton County, and it's distributed, I guess, worldwide now because he's got Tackle Warehouse and all that. So that's a really good company, and keeping those fish alive and healthy like that is very important. And they bring them back in the boat, and you're trailering them 20 miles right now, bringing them back.
Yeah.
And but the high school fishing team would carry those fish. Once they're weighed in on the stage, they take them to a big, called a live release boat. It's basically two different pontoons that have medicated water, and they step the body temperature of the fish back down to normal body temperature. So a lot of people think all those fish die, and you're killing all the fish, and that's not the case. The fact is the mortality rate is extremely low. I want to say the last stats on our event in 3 days, there was over 1,550 fish caught and weighed in.
Oh my gosh.
And I want to say there was roughly around 40 deceased.
Gosh.
So that is an incredible feat, especially for May. If you know anything about that fishing, May is highly stressful because it's during the post-spawn. I would rather see those events earlier in the year. We tried to get them here in March. It just didn't work out. But we were assured that they would take every step possible, and they run about an average of maybe 2% or something. And that's an incredible feat for them to have. But that bass team, we're talking about pros and high school and all this. One of the locals that's made it, of course, is Dustin Connell.
Oh, yes.
He fishes on MLF. The other one, Wesley Gore from Jenison. Wesley Gore's fished all through his high school career and then went to Montevallo. and then has made it full circle where he's qualified for the Bassmaster Elites, and he crosses over and
wow.
fishes the NPFL. So he was here all week back on his home lake, ended up making a late charge and coming in fifth place. So, that's kind of a success story.
Who did win the tournament, and what was his total? And tell us about the largest fish. I forget all the events inside the event.
Oh, yeah, because it's so many moving parts. Alex Davis, the pro Alex Davis won it. He's, I believe, from Albertville. You had a lot of guys from Oklahoma and
what did
everywhere.
He win? What was his first place
He
prize?
won $100. It was $100,000. Is what he won. I want to say 51 pounds over 3 days. So that's 5 fish. That's 15 fish, and about 51. I think the biggest fish I saw weighed in was around 7.5, close to 8.
Well, if he 51 pounds, 15, that's about 3.5 pounds of bass.
Yeah, he had 19 first day, 18 and 14. So whatever that adds up to. So that's close.
Yeah, that's pretty close. That's right. That's about 51.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna call it 51.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, a couple ounces here and there.
Yeah.
So the ladies that were here fishing a few months ago, is that kind of tied into this too, or is that something completely different?
It's the same concept financially. The commitment to that is not as much. The commitment that the county brings them, the host fee for that event, because that's not as on a large scale.
Yeah.
Host fee's a lot smaller. It's like $5,000. But it brings in, there are like 30 anglers. Sherry Jacks is actually one of those.
Yeah.
So she was the local favorite. I think she come in the top 5 also.
Oh, wow.
I can't remember where the winner was. Is it Kentucky or Oklahoma or something where the winner was out of? But they had a real good week. That was back in March on Mitchell. So, all those events in it, but the premise for the way we look at it as a revenue generator is kind of the same. So will they generate $900,000? No. But for a $5,000 investment, they'll generate roughly around $50,000, $60,000
exactly
with their turns. So
I'm glad that you used the investment word.
It truly is an investment. So, but that and the publicity, I know the NPFL came in with their media crew, ran a lot of ads. It was really done really well promotionally for the county. Using the Peach Tower as a backdrop or the Clanton Fountain as a backdrop during their live stream events. Excuse me. But the promotional aspect of that generates ROI that we will never see. Because people that watch that, bass clubs see that, they want to fish where the pros fish.
Oh, yeah.
And they'll bring their events here that we won't never know about.
Exactly. Right. That'd be a private thing.
Right.
Yeah, but still, the multiplier effect, as you said, is significant.
Yeah, 3 times.
Yeah, 3 times.
Yeah.
I like that. That's a good. I've never heard the 3, but I've heard about the multiplier before.
Yeah.
So, but and you said it was 115.
It was
people out there fishing?
115 pros in that particular
that's
event.
amazing that many would come. Do they go somewhere every week?
Well, they know
obviously have a schedule.
They have 6 events. I want to say they came here.
Okay.
They had just left. I want to say they had left Millwood in Arkansas. I believe is where they were. I think they had been in South Carolina and Millwood, I think. And then they'll leave here. They'll go to Logan Martin in a couple weeks because Lincoln and Gadsden collaborate on that and bring them there. Gadsden you have to compete with to bring events because Gadsden is very aggressive at trying to bring fishing events to their.
Well, they have a lot of beautiful,
Yeah.
lakes up there too. Like I said, I go to Southside.
Oh yeah.
Been going there for a couple of years now, and I see all those fishermen out there. Every time I'm come through there, somebody out there fishing.
Yeah. They'll complete when they get through at Logan Martin. For their summer swing, they go north, like New York or Wisconsin or something like that, where it's cooler.
Right.
And then they'll be done. And then the top 40 of the qualifiers for this year is what fish. They are the ones that fish the national championship, which will be held here on Lake Mitchell in February.
That's what you're
that's
talking
the
about.
top 40
That's
of that.
that's the Super Bowl of
That's
their
their
league, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Absolutely, man. That's gonna be so cool. Yeah. You guys have done great to be able to get something like that here. We were the YMCA had a rodeo there not too long ago.
Yeah.
Very successful.
Some other county commissions, have done rodeos. Is that Is that on our commission's radar?
Well, everything's on our radar.
Okay.
Tennis events, golf events, disc golf events, pickleball events. I mean, the city's expanding their pickleball court.
Yeah, we talked about that
earlier in
earlier.
the show. We sure did.
So, I mean, and we have some at Manuka, and we're expanding RV spots up there with Phase 3, going on, and Sika Racing. We've been contacted by that, looking at bringing, that'll bring 1,000 people to Manuka on a weekend if we can get that event here. And that doesn't require
what kind of
hosting.
event is that?
That's a motorcycle race.
Okay, motorcycle
Yeah,
race.
and don't have to have a hosting fee for that one. But yeah, we're open to everything. It's like I made a comment last night. The county's open for business.
Right. Absolutely.
So
I think that is apparent.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
yeah, so we need a lot of good. We need a lot of good events, a lot of good community support. And the more the community supports events, the more positive feedback you see. Those kind of things. Logistics guys for corporations, they look at that stuff. What a lot of people don't need, and there's a lot of negativity on Facebook a lot of times. There's also can be a lot of positivity.
Yeah.
And they, development companies look at community support, community involvement, and the positivity of the community and how well they support things that's coming there, and how well those organizations can work together to grow the county. And that's what we're looking for. We want growth. We want common sense growth.
Yeah.
Sure.
And
Absolutely.
and good things.
So far, so good, I would say.
Hey, we're back in the basket.
Oh.
Oh,
Screen turned on.
That's
We
right.
didn't
exactly.
end up in a cobbler.
I didn't notice.
Yeah, last month there was trees. This month's a basket.
That's right,
Next
that's
month,
right.
Taylor said we're going to have a pie background.
Yeah,
or something,
we'll be in a cobbler.
And cobbler, exactly.
It's a
right.
process.
Oh, gosh. Well, we finished our second hour. It's a little
Yeah.
after 8 o'clock here on Wednesday, May the 27th. We
It sure is.
appreciate you coming on. And
Yeah.
hey, we'll have to do this more regular so that we're not finding about this. I'm not finding out about it, after the
I
fact.
know Mike would have been in his kayak tracking down them
Oh,
fishermen
Lord.
I
now.
remember one of those guys going. I've seen these. They do these things where these people are yelling at them from the fishermen from
Oh,
their
yeah,
piers.
the Karens.
Like, you
Karens.
can't fish here. In
No
this
offense
pier.
to Karens out there.
There's one lady was saying, "I own this water 50 feet out from here." And it's
No.
like, no,
I
ma'am,
know
you do
Bailey
not.
got into it one night with somebody. She was on her pier, and he was like, "It's Alabama Powers."
Well,
Yeah.
here's the thing. In
We were
the
just
state of
riding
Alabama,
by.
in the state of Alabama, there's actually a law against that.
Yeah.
So it's illegal to harass a fisherman or a hunter that is
Yeah,
actually
exactly.
doing something that's legal. So
Yeah, exactly. It's a joke.
I think for the most part everybody's kind of respectful, but
Yeah.
you
Well,
do run
apparently
into
not everybody, right? we would be so entertained by watching these people yelling, "You got to get out of here!" Well,
That's right.
anyway, it's been great having you, and I look forward to having you back again.
Yes, sir.
Well,
Absolutely.
Taylor, it's been great to have you with me this week. Glad
Thanks.
you're back from your vacation.
Thank you. I'm glad to be back.
Remember now, next time I need to know in advance.
I'll already let you know, but I'll write it down for you.
All right. Well, what's going on tomorrow? You on again tomorrow?
I'll be here tomorrow. I don't know what's going on.
You know
but
who your
we'll
partner's going to
figure
be
it out.
yet?
I have no idea.
I know we're working all those details out, folks.
We'll know before we get here, I'm sure.
There you go.
But y'all stay dry, and you stay dry at your baseball game.
I know. I made it to the Rickwood Classic.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
I know it. Looking
So,
forward to it.
me and my dad, I grew up going to Rickwood Field.
Me too.
And
Well,
we
yeah.
have a certificate from Rickwood. We have the certificate and the ticket stubs that we attended the last professional game.
Wow. How about that, man? That's a
cool.
cool possession.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
you have
specific
to bring that
collection.
down here and show it to us.
Yeah, I can do that.
Y'all have a wonderful day. You've been